Nithyananda, welcome back. In this segment, we talk to devotees and the participants of the Akasha reading with Devi Parashakti, manifesting in the Nithya Avatara, the Supreme Quantity of Hindus, His Divine Holiness, second to the Nithyananda Paramashivam. Now, what exactly is the space that when Devi Parashakti herself gives a blessing, how do we receive it? What really happens? What kind of magic goes on? And how our lives start to alter and our desires, our wishes start manifesting in our lives. So this segment, we have many of the participants who will receive the blessings come and share with us how exactly the whole thing happened for them. So we have so many of the participants who have joined us, and now I'd like to welcome Shri Vedaswaroopaananda to join us and please share these experiences.
Nithyananda Swami.
Nithyananda, thank you so much for joining us and being a part of this program. For the sake of all our viewers, can you please give a short introduction for yourself, who you are and where you're from and what you do, please?
Yes, I am. Nithyananda Swami. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity to express myself here and in the channel. My name is Nithya Vedaswaroopaananda, and I live in Dallas, USA. And by profession, I am into various things. One is I'm into the IT sector. At the same time, I also into other business. So I started, with my association with Swamiji started a long time back, when I was myself looking for some answers, the answers to the questions of the life. That's how it started. So recently, when I asked some of the questions, so it is the same context only I asked, like, even in the, if I see even in whether it is your career or the business or in the life, it is very natural that everyone will have some kind of curiosity about knowing about what is going to be the future, whether we are doing something right or not, right? So this is the same thing which was there even for me, even until I really find Swamiji as my guru. So when you really started getting that ultimate GPS, then I think no matter where you are, you really keep on following the GPS, and it is going to take you wherever it is needed. So that's what I really feel about. Personally, I feel about the Arul Walk. Arul Walk actually gives a clear direction where exactly you are, whether you are going in the right direction or not, with what exactly where you have to reach. So based on that one, you adjust yourself and keep moving. So that's what is my personal experience about this one.
Thank you, yeah. And I know you have been part of the Swamiji Sangha for a very long time. And the first time when we heard that Devi Parashakti herself is giving the Akasha reading through the Nithya Avatara, what went on in mind? What is the first thought that happened?
Personally, if you ask me, I see that there is even when I really Swamiji actually talked anything like that, I really don't see any difference, because for Swamiji's side of it, there's no difference actually. Even when he's casually talking, it is only that Parashakti only is talking with you. It is not that sometimes he's somebody and when he's there in the darshan is different. It is not like that. So for me, it is another kind of confirmation again, saying that yes, the kind of the direction which is there, and what kind of feature or which kind of direction I'm going with it. So, but for many people say that it is very great, and it is not that people will get a direct opportunity to even to ask some of the questions directly. I think this is the best time where they can get the guidance for the whole life itself. It is not just for one or two small things like what can happen to my the business or the future, this one, but you can talk about the whole life itself, where it can be you can ask for the proper guidance about the life itself. That's what I see.
And we have seen daily lessons before, and we have seen uh, the Supreme Court of Hinduism, Paramashivoham, expressing the Devi Parashakti energy in so many different forms. We have um, multiple instances where that has happened. Now, in this series of Devi Parashakti's Akashic readings, what was different from your experience from the previous instances and now? Did you see anything different?
Well, no, the Devi herself, she decided to be available for each and everyone without any questions. So she can actually help the whole humanity, and more easily available to the humanity is something which I see that it it just started increasing more. It is not that it was not there before. It was also there before, but now it actually became much more easy for anyone to approach and ask, and it started becoming more and more the open to anyone to come and ask. And not only that, I see that when many of the blessings, when they really are coming, it is just like seeing is believing, right? When the blessings are coming true, then it started increasing the um, what is that, the whether is it acceptability or the confidence in the people that yes, we really can take this as very to the core, and we can design our life completely. Especially I'm talking about the new devotees who just started and they really don't know, they didn't have any um, experience yet. For them, I think this is one of the wonderful platform where they can come, ask, and they can see how people are actually getting benefited out of this great opportunity. So that it is not only just for few issues which they really have it, but they really can have. It is just like you really have a diamond in your hand. Whether you really want to use it as a paperweight, or you really want to crack the nuts, or you really want to use it as a diamond itself. So we have the greatest diamond in our in this form of the Arulwak right now. So make use of it so that it can be more useful for the life. You can design your life as you want. So start your no. What I see is for anyone who just started, if anyone can start asking us small questions, because Devi is not going to. I see one of the greatest thing is Devi is not going to see whether whether you're really asking a very great philosophical question, or just you're asking something like okay, please heal me from my sinus, okay, or please heal me from my the some of the fever, anything like that. So she doesn't discriminate anything. Devotee is a devotee, just only the space. So start anywhere and start seeing that one. And once you see it is working, then I think you really can go and ask for the life itself. So that's the greatest opportunity everyone has it. So I strongly say that for anyone who's just started seeing that, and you really wanted to give an wanted to experience, there's a platform where you can actually see how the goddess, the Devi Parashakti herself, actually speaks with you. You can see and experience in the life for sure.
Beautiful idea. Can you walk us through exactly what was going on when actually the Akashic reading happened? I know we ask a question and we may not even know when Devi Parashakti will respond and when she will reply to our questions and view her question. and so many things that we may not yet know. And suddenly then we hear her say our name, and that immediately brings up our attention, and then so much of what we call it, just energy just rushes into us. Just walk us through that experience, how it was.
Yeah, the first thing is, it is just like when the Parashakti actually picks up the question. So the whole process itself is so mystic, I can say that. So there are, hundreds and thousands of questions and thousands of, the request keeps on coming every day. But out of which, if you are picked, means there is something which, you feel that itself is a blessing. Forget about, what, the result is going to be. Just when the divine looks into it, that itself is enough. All the problems are resolved. You really don't need to ask about anything else. Even, if she really picks up or, the pronounces your name, that itself, you really see that you feel so much blessed, actually. And you feel that, yes, that means, there is something which is, great, great blessing happened already in me, for me. And after that, if you want to do a little bit of logically also, just go and see what the message is all about and just start working towards it. That's it. It is as simple as that. So the moment first thing is, just think about this. How many billions, of people are there in the world right now? Though these channels are, um, you know, um, publicized in all the social networks, and it is completely free and it is completely open. Though it is completely open and it is available, tell me how many people are able to even get connected to it? Very few. That means there itself you can feel that you are completely blessed, that you actually are always a step ahead with that. And after that, even if you are able to cross another step of going and having a feeling that you really want to ask something, you ask something, that itself is another plus. Then after that one, of thousands of the requests coming up every day from various channels, if your name is picked, that means, come on, you're already blessed. So that's what I say. Even if your name is uttered by Devi, just feel that you're already blessed, and that itself is enough to celebrate the life. You're done.
Beautiful, yeah. And since the Akashic giving, what has changed? There are so many things that can happen, either outside or inside. What is it that you feel, and what is it that you see has changed since that blessing?
One thing I say that it's a tremendous the fulfillment. So the life actually goes from the fulfillment to fulfillment. When you really say that, okay, as I said, the moment you know that, okay, the Devi actually, she picked up your name to respond or talk something about it, that there itself actually it showers with lots of fulfillment. I say that itself is enough to create any kind of miracles in life. For example, I'll say that the moment Devi actually, simple thing I'm telling you, okay, just Devi, after the Arul walk happened, within just 3-4 days, out of no blue, I just got a $9,000 as a bonus. $9,000 as a bonus. So it is through my business, actually. So which I didn't even expect that. But the thing is, it just happened like that. So these are all I really say that these are all the side effects. They keep on happening. But the main effect is you getting fulfilled, you getting, progressing the, moving from fulfillment to fulfillment to fulfillment. That actually is the main thing which happens. That happens.
Beautiful, yeah. And is there anything else that you would like to share with all our viewers? We are in a current crisis, and there's so much of destruction that we see. So is there anything that you'd like to share with the viewers about this Akashic giving, and how to exactly prepare for receiving the blessings from Devi Parashakti?
Definitely, Swami. I say that, number one, it really doesn't matter whether you really, which kind of question or anything you really have it, just present it. Because the first very most fundamental thing we need is something called as the devotion or the belief that Parashakti is real and she is there to answer. She is actually constantly listening and she can answer you in this form, in the form of, through the form of Swamiji in the Nijavatar. If you have that simple understanding, and just how you go and ask your mother, ask whom you are very close to, openly you really ask your mother about your problem, how you really discuss your problems with your mother. Just be that simple integrity. That's enough. I say that itself is going to be enough to open up so many new doors in the life. And it happened to me, it happened to many people. I really say that it happened to, I say that, lakhs of people. So if you are listening to this thing, or if you are into if you are even, have a little bit of, even I really say that curiosity, jump on it. You don't know which one, you don't know which kind of lotto you are going to get. It's much more than a lotto. So,
thank you so much. Beautifully put. And just another reminder that Devi Parashakti, when she gives us the blessing, it is a new birth. As the cosmic mother, she is giving birth to new realities and new possibilities for us, so that we can manifest our desires in our lives and then essentially create new possibilities, new realities for ourselves. So only we need to drop that resistance and then simply do what she has given us blessing for. So that's a beautiful sharing. Thank you so much, Raya. And really hope we can have your name and have you sharing. Thank you so much.
Nithyananda.